Hi, I'm Madison.
I'm Adrian.
Hi, I'm Kiana.
And I'm Deanna.
And
We're UConn nursing students.
This
This
is
is
a
a
simple
simple
start.
We're going to be making a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup.
We have some options here for what you can put on your grilled cheese. We have a couple of different types of bread. We have split top white and split top wheat. And then we have our mayo, which we're going to use to smother on the bread. We have tomatoes, cheddar cheese, a different kind of cheddar, some American, and ham.
We're going to use this butter in the pan just so we don't have any issues with our bread sticking.
Okay, so I'm just turning up the heat on the stove. We're just gonna start at some low heat to heat up the butter in the pan. This is difficult with gloves.
And over here we're just going to put some mayo on the side of the bread that's going to be on the pan. This is going to give it like a nice golden brown toasting. So just enough to get it, fully covering. So we're just going to do that to all of our bread. And for this video, we're going to be making one sandwich that's with white bread and one with wheat. We're going to be making one that's just cheese and one that's cheese and tomato. Now that we have the soup going, we're going to just put our bread down, mayo side down. And this is just on low heat. And so we're just going to do one that has cheddar and tomato and one that's just plain American cheese. So we're going to do American cheese on the wheat bread and cheddar on the white. So we're just going to put a lid on it just so then we can get that cheese melting, and we're just going to turn the heat down to low. That butter is going to help kind of toast up the underside of the bread, and when we start to see that cheese melting, that's when we know it's time to add our tomatoes or whatever you choose to add. So you can see our cheese is starting to melt. We're going to give it a couple more minutes. You kind of want it so it's nice and creamy. That way you don't have any cheese in the middle. It's still a little hard. We want it to be nice and gooey. So you can see our cheese is pretty melty now. So we're just going to remove the lid. And as I said before, we're doing some tomatoes on our cheddar and we're keeping it classic with our American. So you're just going to take your sliced tomatoes and just place them right on. You can put as many as you want. We're just going to do 2. And then take your spatula, where you're just going to take one piece of your bread and you're just going to place it on top of the other. Make sure you match it up if you're making more than one. You can see that you have a nice golden brown from that mayonnaise. And that's your plain. And now we're going to do our cheddar, and that's cheddar with tomato. There we go. Another nice golden brown. Okay. Now we're just going to put the lid back on, let everything kind of melt together, and now you're just going to turn off the heat. Now, nothing but the easy stuff.
Meanwhile, we've had some tomato soup heating up. We went with classic Campbell's tomato soup.
So it's been about a minute with no heat and just the lid on. So we're just going to take this over to our cutting board and give it a slice. Nice creamy American cheese. And now for our more exotic cheddar and tomato.